Hi Capricorn, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you a weekly tarot reading for the week of September 6th to the 12th, 2021. I do want to thank you genuinely for joining me, but I also want to remind you as always to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. But we're going to begin by pulling a couple messages from the Starseed Oracle deck. And as I do the initial shuffling, keep in mind a general intuitive weekly read for the sign of Capricorn. So take what resonates, leave it as for somebody else, and don't forget to check out the other placements within your chart, the other readings for more messages. You just never know. Interestingly enough, I don't feel very rushed in your energy for this week. Alrighty, to begin for my lovely Capricorns, my Cappies, for the week of the 6th to the 12th, September 2021. Might feel you're saying things in reverse or out of order or doing things in a different order than you're used to throughout the week. Okay. Feel the need to pull 3. You might find that doors are opening as we have the portal card as well. I feel the need not to keep it out, but it's like you are reminded by the universe at times this week that doors are opening, even if it doesn't feel like it fully throughout the week. Okay? As well as a lot of life lessons taking place throughout the week when it comes to connections, situations, your career, finances, you name it. It feels like more than one area you're learning a lot of important life lessons or being pushed to think back to some of these lessons that you've learned in the recent past. We'll take that one. And then we have, I'm sorry, defenselessness, right past wrongs and uprooting, as I struggle. And so you might find a level of feeling apologetic or sorry, maybe feeling a bit emotional when you think about a connection that had some issues or you felt like you were done wrong in one way, shape, or form. You might have felt like you or the other person or both of you did not deal with an issue in the right manner, right? You may have felt very defensive or they may have felt that way. You might be thinking back to as well, reflective on when somebody apologized to you in one way, shape, or form, or somebody you feel like you should have apologized to a while ago. I'm being drawn to the faces down here in the roots. You might feel like you are very much connected to somebody, even if they're not in your life physically anymore, a very energetic connection. Interesting. And then we have the great severing. Mars energy, anger, conflict, softening to love. So at certain points in the week, you're going to find either you get a little bit angry or upset, very frustrated with other energies, people, situations, or you might find there's somebody around you who gets very angry and you just want to take a step back, or you feel the need to kind of help them in one way, shape, or form and pick up on their energy or get affected in a negative manner by trying to assist with their difficulties. Interesting. So it just feels like a very kind of emotional and maybe even frustrating, angry kind of week, even if they're not all fully energies within you. Okay, we're going to continue by pulling 5 tarot cards from the Mermaid Tarot deck. Some initial shuffling for this. Bear with me. And it feels like due to the emotions, the situations you're reflecting on or going through, the anger that takes place, however it works out in your situation, all of which wraps up into, is intertwined in the lessons you're learning, right? Feeling like you're kind of guiding through the week in sort of an easy way, but it doesn't mean that things are easy with your emotions and the people around you, situations you're wrapped up in. It just feels like you're kind of floating through all the difficulties. Interesting. For Capricorn, to continue this weekly read for the 6th to the 12th of September. Okay. Bear with me as I pull the 5 right from the top. Alrighty, so we're beginning with the Ace of Cups. And so throughout the week, it feels like, especially in the beginning of the week, you're reminded of a level of abundance that takes place or that you have in your life at this current time. At times you feeling the need to become pessimistic or angry or frustrated or just emotional. But then being pushed by the universe to focus on the positives, on what's worked out up until this point, on the fact that everything's happened for a reason, the good, the bad, the completions, the beginnings, and just feeling as if when you adjust your mindset, a very hanged man and woman sort of feeling coming through, you just feel as if you feel more abundant in general. It feels like your cup is overflowing. I'm hearing just keep swimming as I'm drawn to the fish in the background. Just keep swimming even when things feel a bit emotional or depleted or frustrating to a certain extent. Some of those lessons aren't going to come to you super, super easy. Two of Cups. You might also find that you're contradicting yourself at times throughout the week, or someone else is, and it's just like, I don't know what to do with that. So moving forward, there will be a focus on certain connections, or maybe one connection for some of you. You meeting somebody new and being like, I don't think this is the right time, but I'm grateful, right? Them kind of bringing this level of abundance into your situation, and feeling as if it's meant to be, but then it's like, well, why did this happen at a time when I'm a little bit all over the place, or just kind of having to learn all these lessons, right? You're just wondering why this is the destined timing that was chosen. Feeling like you're very much intertwined with somebody, but then for some of you, this is coming through as, once again, this either karmic or energetic connection. It could be both. Very much rooted, grounded, connected to a certain extent, but then you're intertwined with this person even when you're not physically with them, right? You may feel like you can't, even if you're meeting new people throughout the week, or continuing new friendships or a new relationship, you can't help but think back to that old person, that past person. Try to stay present. That was a struggle to get out, but we're moving on to the Queen of Cups. As I pick it up, I hear emotions, feeling like you are just very emotional, but confident at the same time. At the very least, appearing to be extremely confident, right? But within it may be a whole different story. Feeling like at times you just want to cry, or you just want to express yourself, but don't know how to go about it, right? Don't hold back your emotions, but allow them to come out in an appropriate time, right? Don't start like bawling your eyes out in the middle of your workday or in front of somebody who isn't going to be helpful within that process. It feels like it's times throughout the week you need to step back and need to like deal with your emotions, let them come out, or express yourself through writing or art or however it may be for you. Okay? You can't let it build up within. You may feel like sort of wanting to at times hold on to a level of abundance in your life, like protect it, hold on to it too tight. But now a Four of Pentacles vibe coming through where you don't want to sort of tighten that grip so much, the point where it doesn't work out, or this level of pressure or aggravation gets put into the situation. For some of you, it's a connection, or it could be a job, or whatever the case may be for you. All right? And then the Four of Pentacles. And you'll be reminded at a certain point this week by the universe or through somebody else that you're a queen or a king within your life, and to not forget that. So once again, we're moving on to the Four of Pentacles. Oh, wow. I didn't even notice we had this out. So yeah, like I was saying, there's going to be a true focus on you loosening your grip at times and not wanting to control things too much, right? A lot of you might find that you want to control other people in your life, or feeling as if other people try to control you to a certain extent. Needing to kind of feeling like you know more than somebody else in your environment, whether it's work, your home life, a relationship, and just feeling like you kind of need to step up and be a leader in one way, shape, or form, but doing so in a way that doesn't rub other people the wrong way. And as this gets stuck to my elbow, being aligned with the Ace of Cups, it's when you feel sort of the need to control something or tighten your grip, you're reminded by the universe that when you loosen that grip and allow things to flow in a natural sort of positive way and manner, that's when things feel like they're overflowing. That's when things feel abundant and more content. And we're moving on to the Devil. And so come the end of the week, or maybe even in the middle of the week, I feel there's a focus on a situation that leaves you feeling a bit trapped, or a lot of you feeling as if there are some toxic energies you're wrapped up with at this time. And that could be the source of the anger, the issues, the frustration, or again, thinking back to that karmic or energetic connection that was either leaving you trapped or which just was not healthy in one way, shape, or form. Why are you thinking back to it? There's something to be learned, or you just need to simply let it go, let it flow, and come back to your present day situation, right? Feeling like the Two of Cups, there's a focus once again on a connection that was feeling the way I was just describing, toxic or trapped or just limited in one way, shape, or form. But you needing to sort of separate that connection from the past as you make your way into a new one, or consider letting other people and energies into your life. Feeling like at times when you rethink that situation or let it get the best of you, you bring the best energy or approach to other connections or situations in your life. Feeling like that sort of vibe or those emotions, that energy sort of bleeds out into the other areas of your life. Okay, it's like a trickling effect. Just something to keep in mind as you make your way through the week. But let's finish up by pulling a message or two from the Angel Answers deck. Wow, intense reading. For Capricorn to wrap up this weekly read. Okay. Yep, so these three seem quite relevant. So we have communicate clearly, peaceful resolution, and remain positive. And so a need to communicate clearly with those around you and with oneself as you're pushed to be very honest as to what you're dealing with and who and what you need to let go of, right? As you need to remain super positive, optimistic, and hopeful, and to understand that there is a peaceful resolution with whatever you're dealing with, or keep revisiting. All right? So Capricorn, I hope this reading was truly helpful. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Wishing you nothing but the best. Hope you have an amazing week, and I'll see you next time. Bye, Capricorn.